Welcome to Entertainment and Star Wars. My name is Rob. How you doing? Hope everything's okay. I am here and you are there. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to listen to Jon Favreau as he talks about the making of The Mandalorian, just what he was thinking about as he was creating this. Let's check it out now.
It was specifically doing a version of Star Wars that felt very small and felt like it reflected the genres that influenced George originally. So, space adventure, westerns, samurai films, World War II adventure films. Those were the ones. Those are the genres that originally inspired the tropes for the original films that I grew up with. Because I remember seeing the original film in the theater and just being completely captivated by it, and remembering that my father appreciated on a different level because he grew up with the same movies that George grew up with. And so these were at once original, but also a reflection of our cinematic past. And so coming in very simple, because Star Wars, over the course of having the original trilogy, then the prequels and the sequels, well, the sequels hadn't happened yet. They were sort of happening concurrently with this. But there's so much story and so many characters, and sometimes it's daunting for people to enter into something if they don't have the relationship with the material. And I thought it would be really fun to just start with a new set of characters so that people who were, especially younger people, who might not have the history that we did, they could be invited into the world of Star Wars. And the notion of that iconic Mandalorian, because we all loved Boba Fett, but we never got as much of him as we all wanted. And he kind of came to an unceremonious end in Return of the Jedi. And so somebody that could kind of live up to what we had hoped to see when we were younger. And also I had worked with Dave Filoni, and he had told a lot of Mandalorian stories on the Clone Wars. And I was lucky enough to have been a voice on that. And so I got to know the backstory of those characters. And as the extended universe and the animated series fleshed it out more, it seemed like there was a really good opportunity to delve deeper into this world and show a character that was very iconic with the mask. And then, of course, the end of the first episode was him changing and not just being a ruthless bounty hunter, as we kind of presented the series as, but instead found this really vulnerable character in the baby that he had to make a decision whether he was going to fulfill his obligation as a bounty hunter or if something in his soul was going to awaken, causing him to take on the cause of protecting this young.
What I love about Favreau here is it comes from the heart. This is a guy who grew up with Star Wars, who saw Star Wars in the movie theaters with his father. Like he said, his father was into Wild West. George Lucas was into Wild West. And that's what he tried to portray with The Mandalorian. To have the feeling that George Lucas had, what his father loved. And that's why when people say to me, who would you put in charge? Let's say Kathleen Kennedy and I go walk out the door in 2021. Who do you put in charge? Well, I think Favreau. And Filoni should be his understudy. Favreau, Filoni. That's how I feel. Now, I know some people don't like Dave, and I'll do a video explaining why. Lately, something popped up. I'll do that tomorrow. But today was a focus on Jon. I loved Jon in the Spider-Man, the Iron Man movies. Loved it. I thought he was great. And he even tells Dave Filoni one time, we see Dave Filoni as an X-Wing fighter, he says, as a director, you should play a part to get a feel of what it's like to be an actor. Since you're directing, you should get that feeling. And he gets it. He gets, to me, that's what I want. I want someone who gets it. I want someone who understands all about this, who has that feeling that I have when I was a little child. The passion, the love. That's all I want. I want someone to come in and say, I love Star Wars. I want to give that Star Wars feeling. I want to give that love. That's what I want. I want this to make sense. Not with all these plot holes and just throwing something out there, just throwing something, say, well, we'll see what happens. We'll just throw this out there and see where it goes, and we'll figure it out as we go along. No, I want someone who tells a complete story. And that's why I like Jon. That's why I feel if there's any hope, then the only hope I feel we have as a fan base of this franchise, no matter what you like, no matter, I don't care, that's irrelevant to me, to make this work again, to make this function, to make everything be in unity, the only way I see it to all come together is through Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. That's because I feel that they know the most about this. They get it. They listen to George. They appreciate what he told them. They love it, and they want to put it out there. You know, they want to show it. Dave Filoni, if you didn't see the video about the Duel of Fates from the Phantom Menace with Darth Maul versus Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'll put that video in the comments section just in case you missed it, because that shows you something there. That shows me something I never knew, of which I thought it was just a cool lightsaber battle, and it was meant way more than that. It meant the fate of Anakin Skywalker. And it was incredible the way he explained everything. And if you haven't checked it out, you really should check it out. It's not that long. And that's what I like Jon. I think Jon gets it. He understands it. These two both get it. I thought Garth Edwards did a fantastic job with Rogue One. I love that. I thought Ron Howard did a pretty good job with Solo due to the fact that they had, they were letting people go and they don't like the direction it is in. He had to come in and reshoot. And was there some stuff I would take out from the movie? Yes. Would I have put that deleted scene from the movie? Yeah. But besides those things, the overall, to me, I did get a Star Wars feel from it. There were things I would have taken out. So it wasn't a perfect movie, but I didn't think it was a horrible movie. I really enjoyed it. And I want people who have a feel of Star Wars, who have a passion and a love for Star Wars, not just someone who says, I just put anything out there, it has a Star Wars label, people will come. I want more than that. I want more than will just come. I want a great story. I don't care who the lead is. I don't care if it's a different species would be nice. It could be a Rodian, it could be a Wookiee. I don't care. Pick whatever species you want. It could be whatever gender you want, whatever religion, whatever race. I don't care. That's not important. Race, religion, sex, none of that is important. Gender, none of it is important to me. Just give me a good story. That's what I want. I think Favreau gets it, Filoni gets it, and I think these two need to be in charge. I would love to see Garth Edwards back or Ron Howard and go from there. And there's Kevin Feige. So I think that there is hope for the future. But again, we have the end of this year to see what they do next year. With that being said, what do you think about Jon Favreau in the comment section below? Let me know your thoughts on The Mandalorian. You like the direction it's going in? You like what he's doing with it? Let me know. We'll talk about it. And with that being said, take care till next time.